Uh, all right. There we go. Let's go to the live started. Welcome to the den and welcome to this live. What is up, John? What is up, One Price? Yeah. So I guess let's get this thing going. Just another niche talk. So yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of going for a while because I'm like, why not? I'm not gonna be doing any videos on Sunday, and so yeah. And thanks for coming, you two. I don't know if you're still there. I'm gonna make sure I can be heard on my phone real quick, and that all that jazz. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Do 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 do. You can hear myself. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, looks like I don't have any viewers anymore. But so yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't. I'm not getting any comments. Maybe that's just me, but yeah. So I guess kind of what I want to talk about is let's see what's the topic. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing a video on um positional groups for each team. So like what teams have the best positional group, for example, who has the best quarterback room, who has the best running back room, who has the best receiver room, like kind of put it all into there, but like top five, So kind of like depth will be involved because, for example, one team could have the better starter, but one team could have better depth than the other. Of course, talent will be taken in perspective, not just the depth. But yeah, that's just kind of what I'm going to be doing there. And then, of course, I'm doing this live, and then I might be doing some film watching with Rams House and Brian Central sometime. Or I think we're going to be doing Jared Goff, or we're going to be doing um, that Oregon player that you guys were talking about the other day, and yeah, welcome to the Den One viewer. I don't know if that's possibly like just a late viewer, me or something, but so what is it that you guys like about the content? By the way, that I would like to know. I know it's kind of supposed to be a me live Q&A, but if you guys could tell me that in the comments or the chat, that would be pretty cool. And yeah. Hmm. So, I guess one thing I want to talk about is I want to show how I make my, I guess, predictions. Should I just like talk about analytics? And I guess I'm gonna kind of show it. And if you guys could give me a second, um, let me just copy link. yeah, so I guess I'll just kind of show you. All right, so for example, let's do a player that was a rookie last year, and we'll see how I think he played. If I can, I'll get my screen shared real quick, and I will show you guys how I kind of make a prediction on here. Oh, that didn't help. Okay, so say I'm interested in C.J. Henderson. Let's see, he was a rookie last year. Go to Pro Football Reference since I do not want to pay for PFF. Look, okay, so what are his base stats first of all? So he had an interception, 6 passes defense, 1 forced fumble, 36 tackles, and 27 tackles. Okay, that's pretty solid base stat totals. Nothing too crazy. I mean, 8 games, that's pretty solid. So what are his advanced stats? Well, his advanced stats is he got a 64.7% completion percentage. He led 433 yards in 8 games. 13 yards of completion, and 8.7 yards per target, 4 touchdowns allowed, 110.2 quarterback rating. So then I go, okay, so who can I compare C.J. Henderson to? Because, this is like, say, I'm doing like a rankings or a battle versus. So let's compare him to another fellow rookie, A.J. Terrell. Okay. So Terrell played 14 games, had 1 interception, 7 passes defense, but did have 3 forced fumbles, 74 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 quarterback hit. So he himself kind of the more impressive base stat totals, even with the 16 games. Grant Terrell had himself 74 tackles, which I did not think C.J. Henderson was on pace for. Now, if we go to the advanced stats for A.J. Terrell, what was this thing? So he had 106 targets and allowed 67.0% of them. He allowed nearly 1,000 yards allowed, 13.2 yards per completion, 8.8 yards per target, 6 touchdowns, and 109.6 quarterback rating, with a 14.9% missed tackle percentage. So if we go to that, we compare, okay, Henderson allowed more yards completion and yards to target. I mean, not yards per target, but allowed less than yards per target. Terrell had more touchdowns, but Terrell did have a better quarterback rating. But Henderson also had a less missed tackle percentage. So in the end, you're like, okay, so these are pretty comparable players. So what do I do? In the end, I think you just kind of total off of the fact that Terrell got more turnovers to the 1 interception from Henderson, and the fact is that in the end, I don't think Henderson would have gotten as many tackles. So in the end, I'm going with A.J. Terrell. That's just kind of how I go. Sometimes I watch film as well. For example, that's one of the things that got me into Jared Goff. And yeah. So that's gonna be my stop thing there. Luke compared Barnes to Brooks. Oh, okay. Like Derek Brooks? I saw John Kapler talking about Derek Brooks. So that wouldn't be surprised there. What up, Dead Fan Man? Welcome to the live and welcome to the den and all that, man. Glad to see you here. So is like Derek Barnes getting compared to Derek Brooks, right? And he's that outside linebacker from Tampa, right? Here, Derek Brooks. Yeah, who's that outside linebacker from Tampa? We have similar size, but the difference is one does play. They did play different positions. Granted, I do think he might still be using the sack slash run stuff more role than. I don't know. Let's see. Let me look at his stats because I actually have like a set stat idea for Eric Brooks. Let me look at him. Eric Brooks. ESPN. Let's go there. What's the stats for the man? Holy crap! Derek Brooks was insane. He had 25 career interceptions. He had 1,698 tackles, and he only had 2 seasons where he didn't have 100 tackles. He wasn't all that amazing as a pass rusher, though. Great at getting forced fumbles. Great at passes. He looks more like a coverage guy. I think he's much more of a Devin White guy kind of a dude than he is a. I don't think Derek Brooks. I mean, Derek Barnes is all that good in coverage. He's super raw at it. He used to be a D lineman, and then he moved to outside linebacker. I think a much better comparison would be Devin White than Derek Derek Brooks. I mean, Brooks for one played outside linebacker. Devin White's an inside linebacker. They're going to be using Barnes as an inside linebacker. Here, I'll show you my comparison for this and why I think he's more of a Devin White than Devin Brooks. For one, if we go to Devin White's Pro Football Reference, here, I'll go on the screen share real quick. Share screen. So if we go here, in 2020, Devin White was just dreadful in coverage. He had an 83.3% completion percentage, 626 yards, 8.9 yards per completion, 7.5 yards per target, 3 touchdowns, and 109.6 quarterback rating. Now, he was an incredible run stopper. He had 140 tackles and 9 sacks. And that's kind of the production I think you can get from Derek Brooks. I don't think he'd get the sacks, but I think he could definitely be that type of tackler. The guy would have gotten 100 tackles, 100 plus tackles if he had a full season at Purdue. But I don't know. I don't think he's more of a Derek Brooks. I think he's more of a Devin White. They even have similar size if we even compare. Or here, real quick, Derek Barnes combine prospect profile. I go Devin White combine. They have very similar everything. Devin White is 6 foot. Derek Barnes is 6 foot. White is 1 less pound. Barnes is 1 more pound. It's barely longer arms, but they have the same hand length. Personally, I think Devin White's a better comparison, but yeah, and Barnes is an outside linebacker guy. Sorry, not Barnes. Brooks. Sorry, those are just such similar names. I keep messing up. But because I think Derek Brooks was an outside linebacker, right? Outside linebacker. I remember, yeah, I think ESPN told me, yeah, position outside linebacker. And Barnes is being used as an inside linebacker. He's going to be using the Mike role, according to Dan Campbell. All right. So, what are your guys' questions? Instead of me, I guess, doing a comparison battle versus a much more powerful, bigger YouTuber and a guy who started my career. So, what is your guys' things? Because I see that there's 4 viewers in the chat. So, welcome, guys, to the live. Well, not chat, but to my viewer account. Welcome to the live and all that. Is there actually 4 viewers? I don't know. My internet's being slow, so if I don't see your guys' comment immediately, that might just be my internet. But let me just here. I'm also just going to be doing probably one of my longer lives, just because I kind of feel like I have time to burn right now, and yeah. So, by the way, I actually got to watch Black Widow. That's a great movie, guys. Y'all should watch it. Only like one bad thing, and I'm not going to spoil it. So, even then, the movie itself was still like around the B or A grade in the normal school system. So, let's see if I go to live here. Let me make sure you guys this for watching. All that. So, I can still hear myself making sure about that. Yeah. Yeah. So, I actually have a question. What do you guys want to see? What do you like to see on this channel? And all that jazz. So, like, yeah, no, don't worry. One pride, I can't expect you to carry the chat. Don't worry. But what do you guys like to see? Because like I know my thing is mostly based off analytics, but I've like done just about every Lions player already. That's gonna be like a major role. I've done Tyler Williams. I kind of done Amon Ra. I've done Quintus Cephas. I've done T.J. Hawkinson. I've done Jared Goff. I've done DeAndre Swift in a way. I mean, I guess I could do a DeAndre Swift video, but I've even done Okuda. I could do a couple others, but I don't think they're as on YouTube compared to others that I've kind of talked about a lot in lives, anyways. You believe the momentum from this draft can carry over to next year's class? Yeah, I think they can definitely carry that momentum. So long as half of its draft class, this was a really good draft class in my opinion, and it's kind of hard to repeat your success. I mean, you got to also remember a lot of those guys. Sorry, I didn't say Bob Quinn. Brad Holmes was like, wow, I can't believe this guy's available. For example, they were amazed that Ali McNeil and EC2 and Amon Ra were available. So, and I don't know if that's going to happen every draft, but second of all, it also depends on the talent of each draft in total. And so, you gotta hope that next year's class is going to be good, and we gotta see because this next year's class is definitely a big time for them to prove themselves. A lot of the players, in my opinion, are unproven, such as let me stretch real quick. Such as the Oregon Edge, he had a kind of a regression year last year of only 3 sacks, but he does. John Kepler showed me some things that they got some promise in there that I kind of liked. But to be honest with you, I'm not a huge speed rusher guy. I'm more of a power rusher guy. I don't know. Maybe that's just me and my preferences, but um, that's just kind of an example. I feel like the only players who are kind of proven right now are Sam Howell and Spencer Rattler. But even then, Sam Howell has lost Diami Brown, Daz Newsome, and um, all this jazz. Like, so I wonder how he'll do without some of his top players. So even then, he's unproven in a way for me. He's like my top guy in this draft. So I have no idea, man. And I think this draft class will help in momentum for wins, but I don't know about draft. Would be shocked if by the end of the season we didn't need safeties and our guys got white hot. I think Tracy Walker will be fine, but I am not confident in any other safety. Kind of like one Pride 40 says right here. I have no faith in the other safeties. Will Harris had a couple nice plays in practice, but I heard he was targeted a lot of times as well. I am not a big fan of Dean Marlowe, but you guys also got to remember that you can't address everything in the offseason. And and also we got to remember the coaches, they chose not to draft a safety or sign another safety. So maybe there's something that they see that we do not. But one Pride 40, if you remember my Will Harris video, I sounded freaking dead. It took me like all day to find just 3 good Will Harris plays that weren't just like mad tackles. They were like actual like, wow, that was a good play. So I am right there with you, but I think they definitely do have some potential. But I'm with you that Walker is our biggest guy, and safety I think could be our biggest need. The question is though, it's the safeties. I haven't looked all too much into the safety class of next year. The only guy I've really seen is Kyle Hamilton, but could be crazy. John Kapler had a mock in Luke G's Discord where he took Kyle Hamilton, and apparently he's this big time safety prospect. Once again, I'm not really looking all that much into the 2022 draft class. I'm kind of focusing right now on this season, but yeah, sorry, I wish I had more answers on what would be our biggest need next year. That all depends on how this year goes. In my opinion, I think next year's needs are going to be receiver because Tyler Williams is on a 1 year contract. Brashad Perriman is on a 1 year contract. A lot of our players are on 1 year contracts that we do have these years. Yeah, I know it was crazy. Will Harris. Oh shoot, it's on my YouTube. He had a couple nice passes defense. He had one against Justin Jefferson where he kind of like jumped in front of him and had a really nice block. Um, I don't know. I haven't done the video in a while, but yeah, it took like a lot of research, like all day. Like, and that really concerned me. The fact it was that hard. Half of it is I have to go for highlights versus other teams because Will Harris does not have any highlights on YouTube. But yeah, definitely concerned. Which player has the best season in your opinion? Geronimo Allison, Chad Hansen, or Victor Bolden? Personally, it's kind of hard to know what we're going to be doing with either of them because I don't know if any of these guys even make the team other than maybe Victor Bolden, who's been killing it in camp. But we haven't even had preseason. But personally, if I'm going to say if one's going to make the team out so far, these guys are likely. I'm kind of on the Victor Bolden train. But if it came down to playing, I actually think it'd probably be Chad Hansen. Hansen had that fantastic game last year with the Houston Texans where he had 100 yards. Geronimo Allison struggled with Aaron Rodgers. I do not think I'm not very high on Geronimo Allison. He had a kind of a good rookie year, sort of. Other than that, he kind of struggled with drops and had all that stuff. I feel like even then we literally have a better version of Geronimo Allison in Quintez Cephus. I'm not a big fan of Allison, so I would probably go Chad Hansen. Bolden has never really had any form of regular season success, but I think he'll be fantastic on special teams. I think Hansen and Bolden can both really make the team, so long as the undrafted free agents don't show them up. Let's see. You want Kyle Hamilton? I mean, safety is probably arguably our biggest need, and if Kyle Hamilton really is this fantastic player, then yeah, let's go ahead and get him. I once again do not know this draft class all that well. Most of the things I know right now are only the quarterbacks, but that's only because everyone's already looking at quarterbacks. So right now, the only guys I really have any familiarity with are Sam Howell and Spencer Rattler and Derek Stingley Jr. And that's only because I watched some LSU games with Stingley Jr. in it. And yeah, or Jordan Battle or Bubba Bolden. I don't know who Jordan Battle is, other than the fact he's a safety from Alabama. But Bubba Bolden's that guy from Miami, I believe. I'm not drafting a receiver early next year, and wideouts are overrated. But they're still important. You do want to help Goff out and give him receivers that are good. Granted, I am a big fan of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I'm also a really big fan of TJ Hawkinson. I'm also a really big fan of Quintez Cephus, and I'm a big fan of Tyler Williams. But Tyler Williams is going to be extremely old. Perriman has health concerns. He's never played a full season, and he's had some drop issues in his career. Personally, right now, also, I think getting a guy I'm really interested right now is there's a receiver from Arkansas who I saw the other day. But once again, I do not know enough. I do know Justin Ross, but it's only because I watched some of Clemson's games and I watched I watched every snap of Jeff Okudah during the draft process for him, and him and Justin Ross went at it, and I do like Justin Ross. But I don't think receiver is going to be as big an issue as people think it's going to be. But the big thing is contracts, and you do need receivers and depth. And Tyler Williams, once again, he's on a 1 year. Perriman's on a 1 year. Bolden's on a 1 year. Chad Hansen's on a 1 year. So the only players who I think are under contract are Amon-Ra and Quintez Cephus, and I think one of the undrafted free agents. But yeah, but yeah, that's kind of my big thing. Yeah, I don't know. Let me. There, that is that there. All right, there's that there. Yeah, there. All right. So, by the way, I want to know, what do you guys like about my things? Like, what do you? Because I kind of want to know what you guys want, what you guys don't want. So, what kind of videos do you guys want to see, and what do you, I guess, like about the channel? So that way I can kind of build off that and make videos that you guys would actually want to watch, and not just what I want to make. I mean, part of it is I do just want to make some videos, but yeah. I actually think the trenches are mostly built right now for the future. We got Romeo Gore, we got Trey Flowers, we drafted Julian and Okora. We just drafted Lee McNeil, we drafted Levi Onwuzurike, we already have Michael Brocker signed for another 3 years. We got John Penisini, we got Deshaun Hand if he stays healthy. really, I don't think the trenches are as big of a need as they have in the past. The O-line, the only question mark is right guard at Big V, and I'm a big fan of Logan Stenberg. And you kind of got to acknowledge that you can't just focus on the trenches. And I think the fact is that our trenches are going to be fantastic. Really, the only question mark I have is right guard, and if Brockers can play well despite being in the 30s. Oh. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Okay. Or get that safety. Yeah. Don't worry, it's hard. It's also hard on the internet to put sarcasm. Yeah, you have to acknowledge that typing, there's no tones. So, like, I don't know. It's really hard to be sarcastic unless it's, like, clear sarcasm as, like, possible. But, I don't know. It's hard. I don't blame you, man. And I wouldn't blame myself either on that one, but. Why not sign Chris Godwin? I am actually a pretty big fan of Chris Godwin, and if we can get him, I would love that. I do believe he was on that free agent list that Rams House showed us the other day. I would love to get him, but I don't know if Brad Holmes is willing to sign big free agents like that yet. We don't. I don't. The hard part is I don't know this regime quite perfectly yet. We haven't seen what this regime does. So far, all we've seen is re-signing Romeo and going on cheap deals for other good players. Drafting, we've seen a lot of good drafting, so I don't know if Brad Holmes wants to build through youth or if he wants to build through free agency. So that's kind of hard for me to know. I don't know what their whole plan is until, like basically this regular season. For example, it was easy to tell what Jim Caldwell was going to do or what Matt Patricia was going to do because they had a clear thing after the first year. We kind of knew what they were going for. We knew that, for example, in 2020, it was kind of clear that they were going to draft Jeffrey Okudah because the team was trying to build a Patriot-like defense, and the Patriots relied heavily on good corners, and we lost Darius Slay. So it was kind of obvious. We know exactly what this new regime does eat kneecaps. That is very fair, and yes, they do. They're going to keep biting kneecaps. I mean, I heard kneecaps have a good protein. Do kneecaps give good protein? Now the FBI is going to be on I'm going to be on the FBI watch list for looking that up. What's my answer? Oh my gosh, there's actually a kneecap recipe. Has 71 calories, 4.1 grams of fat, 7.6 grams of carbohydrates, 1.1 grams of protein, 9 milligrams. Sounds pretty healthy for your working out one, Pride. Maybe you should add kneecaps to your diet. Yeah. Oh my word. That's just hilarious to me. Detroit's own BBQ kneecap recipes. I can't believe there's actually kneecaps. True. Very true. It's more like you also have to really retool your items to get the kneecap biting to be really successful too. So, yeah. Gotta stretch, bro. I'm freaking tired, y'all. Stretch out these arms. One freaking kneeboarding in a day. So, what player are you guys most excited to see for the Lions this year in 2021? Is it Goff? Is it Jamal Williams? All that. Yep, just like Brad Holmes, we retool. We full on retool. So, yeah, what Lions players are you guys most excited to see? And what's a non-Lions player you guys are maybe excited to see? I'll give you guys mine. The Lions player I'm most excited to see is T.J. Hawkinson next year. I know that might be like a general public answer, but I for one, uh, T.J. Hawkinson was like my guy during the draft. I really, really wanted him, and then when we actually got him. I was like really, really, really excited to see him get there. And then we drafted him. He's only gotten better every year. And I think now that there's no Kenny Galladay or even Marvin Jones to distract from him, I think he can really break out this next year, especially since we got a tight end coach who's a tight end, and his tight ends have always had success. And we're playing play action, which tight ends are really good. Biggest defensive sleeper, Charles. Everybody forgets me, Harris. Yo, oh really? You like Charles Harris? I'm curious about that. Why do you like Charles Harris? I'd like to see that. Avery Giovanni from the Spirit of Detroit podcast. You guys have a good channel. Keep it up. Thanks, man. I actually appreciate it. I actually saw your channel back during the other video back in the day. I mean, you have good content, man. I don't. Yeah, I would say both of the rookie defensive tackles. You're excited to see both Ali McNeil and Levi Onwuzurike. I think I am too. That's a good one. Honestly, there's no wrong answers, man. I'm so excited to see all these players, but I'm just super excited about hockey. Charles Harris is a goat. Dang, but where's this Charles Harris hype coming from? Dang. I actually really want to see why Fan Man's so excited to see what Charles Harris does. Normally, the answer I've never heard. That's like the most unique answer. I'm actually really excited to hear if you can tell me that. If you can tell me, man. But yeah, I actually Avery, I saw a bit of your Luke video. I didn't get to see much of it, but you've definitely gotten pretty calm. I don't know. I think half of it is I only kind of based your channel off the Dion thing, but I've actually really liked your content. Your Tavai video is really good, and the video of the thumbnail with Vince Wilfork. Let me find it. Let me find it. Avery Giovanni. There we go. Let me find it. Oh, hey, I really like this. Trey Flowers deserves our respect. Ooh, that is a good video right there, Avery. I can't find your Vince Wilfork thing. I saw like a. Um. Oh, you also did an Amanio video. Jeez, I haven't watched your videos in a long time. There's your Tavai video. Julian Tavai saving grace. I know there's a thumbnail you had with Vince Wilfork, and it was like Vince Wilfork effect or something, and I don't remember what your thing was. So Charles Harris hasn't had his chance yet. He suffered a coaching change in Miami after his rookie year. Then in his last year, he had sucked on a bad Atlanta defense and yet had a career year. Okay, that is a that is that's a good argument. I could okay. It's actually a fairly good argument. All right. You kind of made me pumped to see Charles Harris. All right. I actually haven't been watching a long time. I actually discovered your channel, on Dose of Dion, your Dose of Dion video, and I just kind of looked for your channel on there. I don't really care for YouTube drama all that much. I mean, I've personally been told I thought I'd been copied before and all that, but I didn't really like taking sides. But I saw your channel and I liked your content. I just couldn't watch it all that often because there was some swearing, but yeah, I mean it's a good channel. You have some really good content. I mean, I really liked your Tavai video, for example. That was a fantastic one. This is his old day one type. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember looking at it back during then, and I couldn't find it. But yeah, it's a good channel. You have some unique content. You're not just like going off articles, or you're not just doing clickbait title stuff like a lot of other YouTubers. So I really respect that. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. You have a lot of stuff we agree on. Trey Flowers, Amanio, um, Brockers. So you have some good stuff. I like it. I like it. I like it. But yeah, I don't know. And then you also have, that's actually a pretty cool part of your name, Spirit of Detroit Lions. Well, sorry, not Detroit Lions, Detroit Podcast. So like it. I am not subbed. I could probably give you a sub, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, I didn't really sub when there was the drama stuff because I don't know. I'm not a fan of YouTube drama because I don't know full details, and I don't know. I don't really care for it, but yeah, I'm subbed. There you go. I'm subbed. I'm also subbed to just about every Lions YouTuber that I run across, other than other things. Vince is I would love that. You got a lot more subs than I do. um, I would have to talk with you and set up a date with that, like a date when we can do that. But I'd be down for that. I mean, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm glad to know that, man. I actually remember you telling me about that on my old account, Spencer Waddell, and you're like taking drama out of my life and all that. So yeah, I'm glad to know that. I mean, once again, it's like I said, I really like your content. You're unique. You don't just you make your own videos, and that's some of my that's some of my favorite things is when because for example, I don't really watch some other YouTubers. So for example, I watch Toasted Dion, but there's a lot of other people I see have very like similar content. But you make your own kind of thing. For example, I've never seen anyone have the unlimited uniform thing, or I've never seen the Troy Lions secret weapons, or yeah, like you actually and you put effort into your thumbnails too. I mean, that's something I should probably do. But like you even talked about the Sean Hand and all that, and I actually really respect that. So yeah, I don't know. You put effort into your content, and as a fellow content creator, I respect that. One Pride 40 says it's such a boring time for sports. Yes, but that's my job to do for you guys. I mean, my whole point of my content is to keep you guys entertained for these sports. So maybe I'm doing a bad job, One Pride. Maybe I need to do something more exciting. To be fair, stats can be also really boring. But I do plan to do some film watching, and like a live and watch film with Ram's House. So maybe that might be a bit more exciting. But and I also personally like the off season at the same time because you get all the projections and all sorts of things. You don't you just kind of like imagine what could be good content here. What could be something to see, and I don't know. I'm just really excited for the season because we don't know what's going to happen. Luke puts it so well that we don't know how to base this team. It could be terrible. It could be great. It could be above average. You know, and it's fun to think about. You know, like what could this season go like? Because when we had Patricia last year, it's either we knew we were going to be really bad or we were going to be like a San Francisco 49ers in 2019. So welcome to the den, East Side Wood. Welcome to the live. All that. You think we're gonna go 10-7? That that's bold. I like it. I love the positivity. I'm personally more of an 8-9 person, 7-10, but that's only because we have some. I think Patricia really screwed over Dan Campbell. Left a lot of question marks. But I like the positivity, and I could actually see us go 10-7 if everything goes well. I'm just worried about injuries. I think half the thing is we're looking at just healthy. But I think the one of the biggest things that screwed over Patricia during his career here in Detroit was injuries, and also him being a terrible coach. But you know, every Lions coach has been terrible. But if like for say, what if Goff gets hurt? What if Decker or Sewell get hurt? What if et cetera, et cetera. So I try to take into account the fact that maybe a guy who's important might get hurt, and that might take away a game or two or whatever. Now, granted, I don't think Goff will get hurt, but you know that's still in there. I'm more like I'm also kind of more in the middle. I'm both an optimist but I'm also a bit more of a, I believe it's called a pessimist. So I'm both, I'm like an in the middle of optimism and like negativity. I not because I'm a coward or because I'm there, but because I don't know right now. So do. But yeah. So yeah. Man, this is just going well. I really like this life. Uh, yeah, like honestly, just this off season is so exciting because you got the rookie head coach, you got all this rookiness, I guess, to everything. We got to an extent even Goff's like a rookie right now because we got the 2 years of bad, the 2 years of good, and he's in a new system, and we got to know, okay, was he good because of McVay, or was he good because of a good line? Was he good himself? We got a completely new receiver core. So like, there's so much like newness that I'm so excited to see this next season. I don't know. My excitement levels are super high right now. Am I going to training camp? I do not live in Michigan. I I don't even live in Detroit or anything, so I'm not going to be going to training camp. If it's like if there's a live or something, I know they had a live last year or whatever. I'll try to watch it with you guys. But yeah, I know I cannot be going to training camp. I could be going to the Rams game or the Seattle game, one of those two. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm gonna most likely be going to. I'm kind of leaning more towards Rams because that's gonna be my possible senior trip, and also it would just be a lot of fun to watch Stafford versus our Detroit Lions. Kind of the old versus the new. Stafford taking on his old team, and we're moving on from our old quarterback with our new guy. Goff versus Stafford. Excitement, especially if we're doing well. Uh, I can tell you the state, but I won't tell you where my town is. Well, actually, no, I'll just tell you my region. I'm in the Cascade region. So like I'm in the area that's in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming, Nevada, California ish. Well, actually, no, just pure Cascade. So I'm just Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, Washington, Oregon. I think that's the Cascade region. Hold up, Cascade region. So yeah, it's just you kind of can't repeat your living place as a YouTuber. You never want to Cascade map. There we go. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, just essentially, in over there is my kind of thing there. But to then live somewhere in the Americas, yeah, you'll never find me. I actually live in Mongolia. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Seafarer, but like, I can't, I can't, I can't tell you, man. I mean, there's always some creepy guy on the internet that you have to look out for. You never know. So, yeah, I'm kind of worried there. But I mean, especially if one day my channel blows up. So, and it's kind of like what a certain YouTuber said: out of 100,000 subscribers you have, one of them's gonna be a murderer. So you just tell them murdering is cringe, but you can't really do anything about the fact that one of your viewers are a murderer. So it's just my accent, man. Fumble, 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 whatever, fumble. It's just I don't know. It's just I guess it's where I live. It's where we just kind of say fumble, but it's probably more. I guess the way like people in the Midwest would say it is like fumble. But yeah, I mean, I probably would get stalked for it. Someone would be wondering, why the freak is he saying fumble so weird? I also had like practice on how to say Detroit right, and because just the way people would say it around here is Detroit. So like even though they would say the it really hard instead of Detroit, and so yeah, I had to really practice that because I would say Detroit Lions a lot, and so I had to like train myself to like say Detroit. But it's just where I say it. It's just where we say it. I mean, we say fumble. I don't know, but it is fumble. You're correct. But hey, we're in an age where I can just say whatever I want. So, yeah. Are you going to be that stalker Rams house? You're going to stalk me until that way you can beat me and say it correctly, say fumble. We've narrowed it down to the conclusion that doesn't allow hooked on phonics. Oh no. How could I do this? You just have to go for the 5 states I mentioned. Or the cool states. Actually, dude, it's getting so hot over there where I live. I mean, it used to be like always like super cool, but like it's like everyone gave the heat over to where I live. It's freaking insane. Normally, like we're kind of like 90s and maybe 100 if we're lucky, but like we got like 100 a bunch of times. It's crazy. Y'all need to stop giving us that global warming or something. Yeah. Checks regional 10th. Oh dear. Yep, Rams house is officially the stalker, guys. Help. Help. I'm scared. The man's big brain is too much for me not to notice him in time, so he's just gonna be a ninja. Honestly, I'd be very impressed if Rams house fine. Very true. In all hints, if anyone could actually find where I live, I'd be very impressed. Like, I would meet that stalker and be like, you know, I'm still putting you to prison, but I want to know how the freak you found me. I mean, to be fair, I gave like 6 states, but personally, if my favorite state's Florida, I wish I lived in Florida or Texas because I want to see a Florida man one day. I know it's a meat, but at the end of the day, Florida, it's great. My friend the other day told me, let's see, if you put like a random date, so like August 9th, 2005, Florida man. It's like a random Florida thing that'll happen. Yeah. Florida man known for violent Easter Bunny brawl arrested after hit and run. Tells cops to Google him. Florida guys, it's insane. Or Texas. Texas is really good, but it's also really hot. But I love farmland. Even though I hate working on a farm, I love the look of farmland. And I love the accents over there, y'all. I'm gonna be a cowboy. But I don't know. What's your guys' favorite states? If presumably you guys all like I guess are American. Do I have any like out of states viewers? Wait a moment. Am I not the only Canadian? I mean, oops. Just kidding. I'm not from Canada. Canada, the land of the maple syrup. I go to my channel analytics. I think it shows me actually. Uh, Jeez, I had a lot of watch time. You know, I like really blew up on June 19th. Reach views. Impressions. It's all because I took that break. I could have had totally a lot more viewers. Let's see. Y'all watch Woods. What? What is this? I don't know. I think it's because I had a lot of explosions. So most of my videos on my channel, they kind of it's there's like some random content everybody likes that I make in June. So for example, why the Lions pass rush will surprise everyone. That blew up. But my biggest video that exploded was why the Lions are building a Super Bowl winning team. That nearly has 3,000 views. And then why Quintus Cephas is the Lions' most underrated player on offense. But what's so weird is it's the video got a good like dislike ratio, but like not everybody like it. I don't know. Some of my videos just explode, and in some of my videos they don't do anything. I don't know. I don't know what on some of my people's content they don't like. Maybe I put too much stats on one of them. Maybe I need less time. Maybe I don't know. Because some videos do really well, and some videos just like don't do anything. My Will Harris video only has 85 views. Granted, it was I don't even know if I should have made that video. There was just so little content in Will Harris. But I don't know. It's also just part of trial and error, trying to figure out what my fans like. I think my fans kind of like want. I don't know. I think sometimes it's what's the people are interested in. When I first my first video blew up, I made that video right after the draft, so like that blew up like immediately. But then my next video, the Aleem McNeil video I did, didn't like really do all that great, even though it was still draft time. I don't know why. So I think it's just half of its titles. Maybe it's because it's a flashy title with a topic everyone's kind of talking about. So like Lions pass rush. I don't know, but that's my theory. I mean, and my Q and A's always seem to do good. So like when I brought you on, let's see, when I brought you on, I think I have nearly 600 views on that. There it is. Oh no! It's nearly 400, 380 views with you, and we still have that. We have 42 likes to what to one dislike that. So that's very true. It's true, but I guess that's part of it. But yeah, I will say a lot of the videos I have is I do have um big time titles. But it's also really hard to do big time titles right now because there's only so many topics you can really talk about during the off season. For example, why the Lions are building a Super Bowl winning team. Of course, that's going to be impressive to Lions fans. But like, if I have to talk about like Will Harris, it's probably going to be less. We do know who the dislike is. We do know who the dislike is. Does he still have his comment in there? I think he deleted his comment. You know his Goff comment? Yeah, he like straight up just deleted the thing. That's funny. He still has his old one that he just didn't even respond to anyone and just said LOL Goff sucks LOL in my QB rankings video. It was pretty fun. Oh dang, I do be losing viewers. To be fair, it's also later in the day. Everyone's probably at work. It's like what? It's Saturday. I don't know. It's 12:20. It's 12:23 in Central Time and 11:24 in Mountain Time, and it's like I think it's like 1 in Eastern Time. So I have no idea, man. Oh, there's a second viewer back. Let's go. I think I do want to do like another collab. I haven't done a collab in a while, like a real one that isn't like a friend. Central's a friend of mine, so I think, and I didn't really get to plan that one. I was kind of like out of nowhere, let's do this and all that. I honestly want to go on Luke's show again if he wants me on, but I don't. I also don't. I don't know if I should even ask him. I don't know if he has some other people on or not. But we did talk about doing a talk with him and That Dude Live and him. But then that dude live just disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened to that dude live. He was like, he's just gone. Does anyone know what happened to that dude live? He hasn't posted in like a month, 4 weeks. Yeah, he hasn't like posted in like 4 weeks. I wonder what happened to him. Well, yeah, he was more. He is starting a YouTube channel, and it was technically a collab, but like it wasn't one that I initially had planned for. It was more of a okay, hey bro, I want to start a YouTube channel. I was like, oh okay, I can bring you on and get some people to know your channel exists. I mean, I only get like 10 viewers at best. I mean, I actually have had 21, but that was because I had you and John, and that was planned for like a week, so I at least had that on schedule and people knew about it, so they could plan for it. But he's a biased weird fan. Hey, you could probably watch my live. So Eagles and Browns. So okay, actually, I can explain this to you. So the reason he's an Eagles fan is that was his original NFL team. But the reason he is but a reason he's a Browns fan is just because he's an Oklahoma fan, and so he's following Baker Mayfield go to the Browns. And the reason his name is Brown Central is because the Browns are most definitely going to be better than the Eagles next year, and also the Eagles have another OU quarterback in Jalen Hurts. But yeah, uh, yeah, it's interesting team choices. Personally, I think the Lions are going to be better than the Eagles next year. Browns are a good team, but it's a bit of a weird mixture. But at least it's an AFC and NFC team or whatever. But like, I mean, I guess it's just random. I guess. I mean, some people just randomly cheer for other teams. Oh, I know it's weird. I think it's kind of like you with the Rams and Lions. I think he just kind of follows one or the other like loosely, and he's also much more of a college guy than an NFL guy. I think I'm more of an NFL guy and scout. I mean, I watch Boise State games and some occasional BYU games, but I'm not much of a college watcher unless it's like the national championship or playoffs. Like I think the last time I watched a playoff game was Clemson versus no, yeah, Clemson versus OSU. So I'm not a huge college person, which is funny because everyone else makes fun of me for it because they think college is more interesting, but I like the NFL more. But yeah, it's also just weird because they're such different teams too. But like for example, I'm a Bills Lions person, and they both share blue jerseys. Teams that have historically sucked until recently with Josh Allen coming in and saving the day like I knew he would. I was so happy when the Bills drafted him. I got really laughed at for saying he was going to be good after his rookie year, but I knew he was a project. See, that's like the one thing I'm actually good at scouting quarterbacks. A lot of the quarterbacks I have scouted had a lot of success. For example, I did not like Dwayne Haskins, but I did like Josh Allen. I did like Patrick Mahomes. Granted, I did not think Patrick Mahomes was going to be this good, but I don't think anyone knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be this good. I don't think Patrick Mahomes knew he was going to be this good. But like that's the one thing I'm good, but I'm so bad at everything else. I mean, I kind of got Jesse Bates right for safety, but for corner, like I totally messed up on Okuda. I messed up on a couple other players. Else did I miss? I messed up on Tavai. I thought Tavai was going to be really good. Granted, I don't know if that's because of Matt Patricia coaching. And then I also messed up on Dorrance Armstrong. And if you don't even know who that is, it's a big example of my failure as a scout. But yeah. I wonder what happened to that dude live. Missed the guy. He really helped me start my channel. Maybe he's just taking a break from the internet. I don't know. Very true. That is very true. It's also just kind of easier to tell. For example, the reason I knew Dwayne Haskins wasn't going to do well was because I didn't think he could make reads, and also the guy was a statue in the pocket. I mean, that guy was like Drew Bledsoe at best, and Bledsoe was not amazing in the NFL. I mean, he was good, but not going to take you anywhere like Washington was going to try to get him to do. And Washington did not give him a line. They gave him Morgan Moses and Brandon Scarif, and that was it. And one tackle and one guard can only do so much. Also, I saw you play League of Legends the other day. It's pretty nice. Never played it. Didn't understand what was happening. Other than the fact people sometimes you die, sometimes you win. But, I, I I've never played it, but everyone else tells me it's fun. Yeah. I don't know. It looks fairly fun. But personally, the more League of Legends is made by Blizzard Entertainment, right? I think, or at least. Yes, I did put out the full top 5 list. No Riot. Oh, who made League of Legends? Hold up. What company? Oh wait, that's BattleNet made League of Legends. Oh right. Oh, I thought you were like Riot, like Angry Riot. I didn't know. Oh, but it was inspired by Warcraft or the Frozen. Okay. Okay. League of Legends. Cool. Yeah, dude, there's just some games like I'm really excited for. Personally, I'm more of a Xbox gamer than a PC gamer anyways. The only computer games I've played are StarCraft and Stick Wars. I played Stick Wars as a kid more than I did as now I do as a teen. They have a mobile version? I didn't know they had a mobile version. Huh. Surprised I never got an ad for that. But kind of funny. Personally, I'm a huge Halo guy. I'm so excited for Halo Infinite. Huh. I might have to. How much is it? Is it like super expensive, or is it like one of those free to play mobile games? I'm probably getting a bit sidetracked off here. But have you guys? Are any of you guys like? Oh, it's free. I might have to give it a try. I mean, it looks fun. You're starting to think Pyramid isn't getting much playing time here. I am too. The more I watch Amon-Ra St. Brown film and Quintus Cephas film, I really, really like those two more than I do Pyramid. And I also haven't heard Pyramid doing anything at camp. My big thing with Pyramid is he seems to explode like 2 games a year, and that's it. Personally, I don't know. I also think we got a good deep threat in Tyra Williams and Victor Bolden and all that. I think he can play the deep threat role. I'd rather see Amon-Ra play outside or see Quintus Cephas be outside and put one of those two at slot. It's why I like Cephas and Amon-Ra so much. I think they can both be outside and slot receivers. Personally, I'd rather have Amon-Ra as either a slot and then use him as a gadget player and use Quintus Cephas as an outside player. I don't know. I'm so excited to see those two players. I'm not either, but I think he can at least be a deep threat. I think people are kind of overreacting to his camp. I think at best he's going to be our special team player or deep threat. I'm a lot more high on Chad Hansen and Javon McKinley. It's true. I remember, I remember Brandon Powell getting a lot of hype, and he didn't even stay on our team. And Theo Redding, I remember he got a lot of hype too. That Boston College receiver, he got a lot of hype because he was doing good at camp, and then we just dropped him. Personally, I think the only reason Victor Poland will make the team is because of his special teams ability. And the fact he's been doing good in camp. Personally, the big thing is I'm not going to make for real roster predictions until preseason, and I'm probably going to make my preseason prediction in the middle of week 4 of the preseason. Well, I guess now, never mind. There's only 3 preseason games now, right, or something like that. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know. Personally, my big thing with Bolden is he didn't do anything in San Francisco, and that's a big time offense. And I'm surprised if he can't do there. I don't know if he'll do well here. But I don't know. He's doing good in camp, so I guess it's good to hear. But I was never huge on him. Here's one for you. What? Okay. Rams House about to give me one. It's not a guarantee that Levi starts. That is very true. It could be Hand or Nick Williams if Levi doesn't do well enough. I mean, you'd choose an interesting number, 75. I don't know why I chose 75. I would have chosen something in the 90s, but can't do everything. Hand. Yeah, Deshaun Hand. That's true. I'm a big Deshaun Hand person. Avery Giovanni also talked about Deshaun Hand, and I really like Hand as well. But the question is if he can stay healthy. And so, I don't think anyone really denies the fact that Hand has talent. I think Aaron Glenn even talked about Hand, but he has a lot of problems staying perfectly fine and normal. What? Oh man, yawning. Well, I'm not even tired. What the heck? Okay, here I go. Let me go to the trade line schedule. I got to make sure if I remember everything correctly. Schedule. All right, so week 1 we face San Francisco. Week 2 we face Green Bay. Week 3 we place Baltimore. Week 4 we play Chicago. Week 5 we play Minnesota. Week 6 we play Cincinnati. I think we beat San Francisco. Green Bay is hard to tell because I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play. Rams House thinks he's going to play, but I don't know if he's going to play because the man's not showing up to offseason at all. And when asked if he was going to play, he just straight up said, "I don't know." So, I mean, he's even lost money due to not doing anything. So it seems like he's doing a real holdout, but I don't know. And since the sake that Rams House here, I'm going to go the fact that Aaron Rodgers is here, and also we're playing in Lambeau Field. We're going to lose to Green Bay. I think we lose to Baltimore. We beat Chicago. So the reasoning I think we beat San Francisco is, first off, I do not like San Francisco's defense. I feel like their defense only has 3 good players: Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, and Dre Greenlaw. Jimmy Ward had a down year. Tart's okay. Verrett's older and is always injured. And I'm sorry, but no one else in that 49ers defense really scares me. I think the Lions are going to have a better defense. We have a really good front 7. I am a big fan of Tracy Walker. I like our secondary, other than Will Harris. Other than we got for our cornerback core, we got Quinton Dunbar, Amani O. You guys all know my thoughts on Amani O. I'm a big guy on Afitu. I'm a big guy on Okuda. I mean, I don't think Fitu will start this year. I think he's going to be the raw developmental prospect because me and Rams House were actually watching a bit of film on him, and he's much more of a kind of like acts like a safety at the corner spot. But Bosa won't be playing. He won't. What happened? Nick Bosa. Is he suspended? Suspended. Why wasn't he be playing? I'm kind of surprised. I thought Bosa. I heard Bosa's healthy. Is he suspended or something? Huh. Yeah, I'm going with the assumption that Aaron Rodgers is playing, I guess. But that's why I have him there. But I just think we beat San Francisco, especially if Bosa's apparently not playing. Because their defense is just going to suck. They have no one else in pass rush. And none of their linebackers are all that great at pass rush. And they have one good corner. Their offense is going to be good. It has Raheem Mostert. It has George Kittle. It has Brandon Ayuk. It has Deebo Samuel. But I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is an explosive quarterback. I think he's okay and maybe good enough to win a game. But I think the Lions are going to have a just as explosive offense. If I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I'm huge on Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm huge on T.J. Hockenson. I think Swift is better than Mostert. I think Jamal Williams is a really good number 2 to complement him. I think our O-line is just as good as their O-line. I think it can honestly potentially be better because I'm not a huge Lincoln Tomlinson guy. I just think we can beat San Francisco. I don't think we'll beat the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. It's really hard to beat Aaron Rodgers. And for Green Bay, Luke was talking about Bosa yesterday. Was he? I didn't get to watch Luke's stream yesterday. I just left a like and said, like, I was like there for like 5 minutes. I always make sure I at least give a like to Luke's videos and then maybe send a comment or two and leave if I don't have time. But I normally watch Luke's videos, but I don't know if Bosa isn't playing. I guess we most definitely got to secure dub versus San Francisco. Green Bay, moving on to them. I'm not huge on their defense. Their defensive coordinator is Joe Barry, who was the defensive coordinator during the 0-16 season. I think their pass rush continues to regress. They haven't done anything to fix their pass rush. All they got is Smith, and Preston Smith's coming off a down year. They're relying heavily on Zadarius Smith to create pass rush. And their offense, Amari Rodgers, I'm not huge on. I've watched a bit of film on Amari Rodgers. I do not love Amari Rodgers to death. I think he's all right. Supposedly he does get comparisons to Randall Cobb, but I don't know. I'm not huge on him. But it's just Aaron. I mean, I'm more of the stats guy, but Aaron Rodgers just wins against the Lions. He's historically just done so. And it's hard to beat the guy who won MVP last year despite having only one good receiver and one good running back. Baltimore. Baltimore. I don't until I can see Lamar Jackson be I don't know. I'm not a huge Lamar Jackson fan. Me and Rams House make fun of him all the time in Discord. But they got J.K. Dobbins and a good offensive line. And they got a really good defense. Because even if, I don't know. I think we could beat Baltimore. But until I see Lamar officially be stopped, I'm going to have to give Baltimore a dub. Because Lamar is explosive. They got the great defense. And J.K. Dobbins is at, I think it was 6.5 yards per carry last year. So he was insane last year. Next is the Chicago Bears. I think we win against the Bears. I think we got a better offense. I think we got a better defense. The Bears D-line sucks. I mean, Rams House reviewed it yesterday, and, like, holy crap. It's awful. And even the outside linebackers, all they really got is Khalil Mack. And Mack's kind of, and well, I guess I shouldn't say all they got is Mack, but Mac doesn't solve everything for your problems. He's not like a Miles Garrett or Aaron Donald. So Lions go 2-2. Then we go against Minnesota. Minnesota, I think they might have a fall off because I've been reviewing the team. Me and Rams House, he helped me do my top 5 player video, and they've lost Kyle Rudolph, and he's such a huge part to their team. And I don't know. And their defense. I was looking at their defense, and if we go there, Delvin Tomlinson's the only other good D lineman. Sheldon Richardson didn't really change him around all that much. DJ Wanama's a really not that amazing player. Chaz Surratt is a rookie, so I can't really do anything. Eric Kendricks is extremely overrated. Anthony Barr hasn't been good at anything other than run stuffing for years. Even then, he's not all that fantastic. I don't know why everybody was hyped him up. But yeah, I don't know. So he won't be back from the ACL tear, huh? Huh. All right. Well, I guess good for us. Sad for both, I guess, but and good for Decker. Doesn't have to face one of the best young defensive ends in football. Excited about that one. But yeah, I think we can beat Minnesota because I also do not like their secondary. Dantzler, Cameron Dance were PFR. I mean, he was solid last year. I don't think he's anything special. I think he'll get picked apart. Patrick Peterson's old and hasn't been really that good for a long time. Rashad Breeman is a pretty solid player. I think he's underrated. Mackenzie Alexander is a good slot. Xavier Woods is solid. Harrison Smith's getting older. See what happens. Xavier Woods, PFR. I don't know. I'm just not confident in the Vikings this year. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Lions up. So we're 3-2. And that's a fair point. They can't stop the run. And I think we're gonna have just an explosive offense next year. The only thing is they have Justin Jefferson and Thielen. And I don't know. I do love Adam Thielen. But receivers are not everything. Because we will also have a good run game. So they don't have that advantage anymore of having the run game, but they also have a dreadful line, and we have an amazing line. I think Lions win it 3-2 Lions. And then if we go to the schedule again, because I accidentally left it. Next is Cincinnati, and I think Cincinnati is a guaranteed win, honestly. If there's one win that like one game of the schedule that you guys want me to guarantee you that isn't the Bears, I think it's the Bengals. The Bengals have a horrible line, and not just a horrible line, they also have a very terrible, 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 terrible defense. I'm going to show you their defense real quick, and why I am just like not very scared of their defense. If it could, there you go. Yep, the O line is very questionable, and Rudolph was a great blocker for them. He was so great. Irv Smith is a terrible blocker. Screen share. Here's my big thing. Okay. There, yeah, it is. Who on this defense is elite? Or even great for that matter, that isn't named Jesse Bates? None of these players are that crazy. I mean, Logan Wilson was a draft crush for me, but he didn't do anything last year. Akeem Davis-Gaither didn't do anything last year. Jermaine Pratt, solid run stuffer maybe. Trey Waynes was letting go for a reason. They got 2 slots corners, in my opinion. Don't know why they did that. Jesse Bates is their only good defensive player, in my opinion. Hendrickson had his year, but I think he was a product of the Saints D-line. Romeo Okwara had like nearly the exact same or as good as stats with a far worse D-line. DJ Ritter had a disappointing year. Sam Hubbard was more as a good player in college and solid in the NFL. Larry Ogunjobi is a solid defensive tackle, but not a game-changing defensive tackle. I mean, if we go to Sam Hubbard for PFR, I mean, he only had 2 sacks last year in 13 games, but he had 8.5 in 2019 6 in first year. He's a good run stopper. I'll give him that. But he also never had high pressure numbers. So, I don't know. Yes, I do. I have a 4 and 2. But I think it's mid season where we kind of begin to struggle. I think we lose to the Rams. I think the Rams got the talent to beat us. It's kind of hard to say. And I have us as a 7 to 8 win team, so I'm a bit worried about how Lions fans are going to react to a mid-season struggle. But I think we lose to the Rams. I think we lose to the Browns. I think we lose to the Steelers. Only because of how good that defense is. And I think, I don't know, I could maybe see us beat the Steelers. But I think the Browns beat us. I think we lose to Minnesota the second time. I don't know, man. It's so hard. There's some games where I'm like, we could beat them, but also I could really also see us lose. But yeah, I think we lose to Pittsburgh. I think we lose to Cleveland. I think we lose to Minnesota. I think we lose to Seattle. And I think we lose to Green Bay if Aaron's there again. So in total, we lost Green Bay, Seattle, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, LA, Baltimore, and Green Bay. And I don't know. I also think we might lose to Arizona as well. They've always been so close each and every year to beating us. And now they got AJ Green and D Hop and Rondell Moore and Christian Kirk. And they kind of improved their line with the addition of Rodney Hudson. And their defense, JJ Watt had the most double teams last year, even more than Aaron Donald, which surprised me. And I like Rashard Lawrence. I like Zach Allen. Chandler Jones is underrated. If Zaven Collins plays and doesn't get in jail all year, I think he'll be good. And I like Malcolm Butler. I like Buda Baker. I don't know. All right, see you, Rams House. Thanks for coming, man. But yeah, I have us as 8-9. I think I have us losing to Arizona. We go 8-9 in the season. But yeah, I don't know what's 500 anymore as an end season. Would 8-9 still be considered 500, or would 9-8 be considered 500? Because I honestly have no idea. They are on different charts. Real quick, JJ Watt did not have more double teams. They are on different charts. Oh, really? I don't know. I saw a chart that said they did. Huh. JJ Watt double teams. Oh, there's no other edge rusher was double teamed more than Watt. JJ Watt was double teamed 30.1% of the time, according to ESPN or USA Today. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So JJ Watt just had more edge. Yeah. Oh, you're just referring to the first 6 games. Okay. Yeah, I think I have us at 500. I think we're 4-2 after the first 6 games. Maybe 3-3. I'm pretty confident we can beat Cincinnati, and I'm not scared of the Bears. It's only San Francisco I have any worry towards. What are your thoughts on that? I don't know if this. I don't dang. Rip. Yeah. So, by the way, have you guys ever seen the new Halo Infinite trailer? Are any of you guys like into Halo? That's a freaking like thing I want to freaking play like crazy. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. Pretty. Check that out. It's in years for pass rushing. All right. I'll check out. I'll check out the link. Here, I'll show it to everyone even. For sure. I think that. Actually, I don't. I think even with a couple injuries, unless it's Goff gets hurt, I think we're for sure 3-2. I mean 3-3. I just do not like San Francisco this year. Here, share screen. Yeah, share. So this is the pass rushing rates for an edge. So it's just this shows just edge rushers. So Watt is over here, and that's why he leads. And ESPN also, I looked it up. It's for edge. Uh, shoot. Aaron Donald still would have the most. But, yeah, it's crazy though. I'm just so excited for this season, and honestly, I could see us win some of the games I think we're going to lose though. I fully think we could potentially beat the Steelers, and I could see us beat the Packers. It's just it's hard to bet. It's hard to bet against Aaron Rodgers, and that's kind of my thing. But, oh my gosh, the preseason thing here. It's just a month away. That's scary to think about. I got school soon. Oh, I have school soon, guys. Don't like to think about that. Hmm. Dang, I got the jerk. Yeah. On the conservative side, let's say the Lions lose versus the Ravens, Rams, and Browns. I had them losing all those games. Yeah. I totally agree. I could see us win. I I could see us win every game, man. That isn't like those games there you mentioned. I mean, I know, like, for example, Luke thinks we can beat the Ravens, but I don't see us beating the Ravens. But I totally agree. Every game it's honestly in the air. I could honestly see us beat. I also don't know. Do you think we could beat Seattle Rams house? Yeah, yeah. Do you think we could beat Seattle? That's another team I'm also very hesitant to ever give us a win over. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. You think we can beat Seattle, huh? I guess their defense is questionable. It's just once again, it's I'm not the type of person to say the quarterback give him the dub, but they got some really good players. And he's played well with a bad line. Like, they got Chris Carson, DK, Tyler Lockett, Gerald Everett, Rashad Penny, Dwayne Eskridge. Their defense is meh. But what's the reality? That's a fair point. There's always that one game that the good teams lose to and lose to the bad teams. I'm curious to know what this Browns lost it. Wait, the Browns lost to the Jets? Hold up. Well, to be fair, the Browns also didn't have any of their receivers, I think, or linemen. I don't know if I want to count that one though. Yeah, holy crap, they did. Jets versus Browns injury report. Although, granted, there is always injuries in the middle of the year too. And the Raiders did beat the Chiefs. It's true. It's true. And the Browns did lose to the Raiders. True. That's not going to be the Browns. So the Browns in the Jets game, they lost Jedrick Wills, Ronnie Harrison, Taywan Taylor. They didn't have Odell, and did Jack Conklin play versus the Jets? I don't know. Sure, Rams did lose to Jet. I guess you're right. There is always that game that anyone can lose, but I try not to be bold because last time I tried to be bold, it didn't work out so well for me with the Jets prediction. I don't know. At Amazon, we help people. I try to like make sure I make it like I try not to be too safe, but I also try to make sure like I have like a sound evidence based thing. So for example, my Panthers one, I say, okay, they have potential and it's situational for them to be that underrated team that could go number two. First off, the Saints quarterbacks would have to not play well, but okay, okay, okay. I I can agree with that. You know what? I 100% agree with you, Rams House. I really think this Lions team can really beat any of our opponents, but it's hard to predict, I guess. Huh. Jeez. I wouldn't be shocked if the Lions beat any team. True. I agree. Like, to be fair, that's always kind of been the Lions' things. They always just kind of surprise everyone every year. They always had that one game. Once again, yeah, that's always kind of been the Lions' motto. We beat the teams we're not supposed to, and then we lose the teams we're supposed to beat. So, I don't know. It's pretty insane. I will say the game. There's a couple games where I think we're guaranteed to win, though. I wouldn't be very shocked if we lost to Cincinnati. That's a game like that. If we lost, I'd be really mad about. Unless like the Cincinnati defense is just like improves majorly. I don't know, but I don't know. I personally think the thing the Lions have to look out for is they have to stay consistent and make sure they don't allow injuries to stop them. Granted, the thing is though, compared to these other years, we have a lot of depth at the important positions other than quarterback. I think as long as Goff stays healthy, I think we can. I think we can get some of our guaranteed wins. Because like for our D line, we got depth. We got all right. See you, bro. See you. I don't know. We got depth at end, tackle, linebacker, corner. I really like it. But oh yeah, does anyone else want to talk? By the way, I know since I got like two other viewers here, so hey, by the way, I want to ask you guys: is do you guys want me to do that collab with Avery Giovanni? Because I think I might do that. I might go talk to him and just end the stream, and I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys want me to do? Should I go on Avery and see if Avery wants to do a collab either on his channel or on here, or would you guys like to see? Okay, we got 4 viewers in here. So, yeah, I don't know. So, there's actually one thing I want to talk about, and that is a player I think there's a player that everyone's forgetting this season. And I don't know. Sure, why not? All right, all right. But I think there's a player everyone's forgetting, and that player is Randy Bullock. We don't have Matt Prater anymore, and I think a lot of our games the Lions have had has been bailed out by Matt Prater. So it makes you wonder how are we going to, I guess, win games with Bullock as our kicker. And so I don't know. I think you have to wonder if is Bullock going to cost us games? How much did we rely on Prater in the past? I mean, I don't know. I'm just curious about it. But I don't know what we're gonna do. But I like Bullock. I mean, he's had some good years. And technically, he has the same amount of missed kicks as him. But I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. So is there any like things you guys want me to do as well? What are video ideas you guys want me to do that you guys would like to see? Like, because I'm this part of this live is I also want to see what you guys want, so that way they can I can make sure I keep you guys entertained. I want to make sure that you guys are having fun with this and all that. So I want to make sure that For me, it's a wait and see thing, kind of like when the Fox came. True. Yeah. I don't know. What are you? Because like I know you guys kind of like, of course, you guys like analytics, but like what type of things do you guys like me to analyze? Like, is it just advanced stats of players? What teams? Is there a team you want me to analyze? Is there a game you guys want me to like go majorly in depth to, or something? I don't know. Very true. Well, all right. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I only got, as much as I love the two of you guys that are watching this. If I had a couple more, I might have done more, but I think I'm gonna go talk to Avery and see if he wants to do a collab. And yeah, thanks for coming to the live, guys. I got the top 5 videos come out next. I'm gonna be doing position video. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. See you later, Den.